Shalom. For this week's A Little Something for Shabbat, I wanted to share with you a message about this new book of Torah, the fifth book that we are beginning this week, the book of Devarim, which begins Elu HaDvarim. These are the words, or these are the things. Now, the book of Devarim has another name in rabbinics, and it is Mishnah Torah, which is the review of Torah, or the repetition of Torah. So why does it have this new name, this different name? Well, usually when we come to a book of Torah, we come to it with fresh eyes. It's a new start, a fresh beginning. We are new. The words themselves are ancient, but we are different this year. So when we come to these words again, there's something of a newness about those words. But the Mishnah Torah means this book of the fifth book of the Torah is a repetition. It's a review. It's not a repetition exactly, but it is a review. Moses is telling the Israelites, this is where you've been. This is what happened to you. This is what we can learn from our mistakes. And that's the amazingness of Moshe Rabbeinu, that he takes us to the past to review where we've been before we are ready to move forward. So this last book takes place on the other side of the Transjordan. So the Israelites are encamped there and ready, like poised, pivoted, ready to move in to the land of Israel, but they're not ready. They're not ready until they've heard the review, till they reviewed in their minds where they have been and learned those messages and learned from those mistakes and learned from those successes once again. Moses, of course, isn't just telling them where they've been, but each place and each event that he remembers has a moral lesson that accompanies it. So what is there in this message for us? Devarim always takes place right before Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av, when we are remembering as a people our own history and our own destruction of the temple. And we're remembering it not just to go back there and mire in the sadness, but also to learn from our mistakes, to learn about our history, and to connect our souls to the message of our past. So right now, we are poised to go to Eretz Yisrael, to fly to the land of Israel. Very excited to do this as a family. And with us, we're taking the message of our people, the message of Devarim, the message of where we have been and where we are going. My blessing for us on this Shabbat is, number one, to be thinking about ourselves, our families, and our peoplehood, our collective memory of where we've been, but also thinking about where do we want to go? What actions, what thoughts, and what agency do we have to come together closer as a people, to learn from our mistakes, but only to propel us into the future with greater strength and love and admiration for each member of Klal Yisrael. May we be blessed to have a peaceful Shabbos, one of good remembering, and let us say Amen.